Good morning, Celtic fans, and welcome back to the channel. First of all, I think we need to say hats off to the men behind the wire watching the Celtic game last night, or should we say the men behind the hedge. Fair play to them for trying to see the game last night. It was just a kick around game, you know. It wasn't nothing spectacular. It was just a pre-season friendly, and we've had many pre-season friendlies over the years, and the first one back is never a big deal. It's always about just seeing where the players are, and there's never anything too strenuous about these games. The big news is obviously there's been a lot of speculation last night that Alistair Johnston and Cameron Carter-Vickers could miss the start of the season. We all knew that Cameron Carter-Vickers was, he went away and got his little knee operation before the end of the season. If you remember back to last season, the manager at the time said that he wanted Cameron to have the operation earlier than what he did. Cameron wanted to make sure that we won the game at the semi-final so that we would at least get to the final. He wanted to make sure that he played in his part for that to make sure that the club did win that game. He did do that, and then straight after it, he went and got his operation for his knee. As by all concerns at the club, I mean, he's back training, and there's nothing to say that he will not make the first game of the season. It's a bit different when it comes to Alistair Johnston. He obviously went away and played for Canada, and he did miss some games towards the end of the season, but it's been suggested that he was still carrying an injury when he played against Panama and the USA. He came off an hour into the US game. We do have Anthony Ralston. The big news is obviously that the $2 million deal for Yang looks as if it's getting a little bit closer, and there's a 12% sell-on clause for that deal, so it's just about when we actually manage to get the player in the door. Talking about the Alistair Johnston situation, there's not been anything said by the club. You know, it's all press speculation, so we can't go into it too much. It is just gossip, and that's where we're going to leave it for that. Are Celtic looking for a right back just now? We do have Anthony Ralston. It would be probably good to get someone else in just for cover, but you never know. It could just be speculation. The fact that Cameron Vickers is on his way back, I'm saying that he's going to miss the start of the season, because he's probably not. And I don't know how the media and the press can tell these things from Celtic when they're in Glasgow, when they're not even in Glasgow, they're in Portugal and they're doing training behind closed doors. And the only information that's getting released is the photographs and videos from Celtic. Anyway, back to the Yang deal. There's been some progress made over the deal. It's been suggested, and the 21-year-old has expressed his huge desire to join Celtic. Even offered to sacrifice his own salary to make sure that the move gets through with his own club. They're looking at a positive deal, and the player himself wants to get this confirmed as soon as possible. He realises that he's made a massive mistake with the fans of the club, and he wants to say sorry to them before the deal is made. It's interesting that it's only a 12% sell-on fee, which is quite good, so Celtic must be thinking that will make some money off this player. So tell me what you think about in the comments. Tell me what you think about the fans last night. How good was it that some of the fans did? I mean, we didn't get a lot of footage. There was a couple of bits of footage kicking around, but not too much. Fair play to them. In other Celtic news, I know that he has left the building, and we did bank 25 million for him, but a lot of people were talking about the flamboyant winger Jota. Yes, it could be. It's been suggested that he might not be able to play. People were obviously shocked when the initial transfer surfaced, and the 24-year-old was announced a player for the Saudis. Originally, it was thought that he could make his debut, but there are people. This is where it's nuts, right? They're saying that they're 20 million in debt. They can literally print money, right? They've been ordered to pay it back by the 27th of July. The Saudis can pretty much print money, and the fact that some papers are jumping on this, it's you've got to see the funny side of it, surely. There's absolutely no chance of it not happening. They'll have more money than in their back pocket than the whole of the United Kingdom has in its banks. So anyway, we'll leave the Jota one there. The fact that Jota could be banned, it was all headline grabbing, and there was absolutely no chance that I was going to do a video specifically just about Jota making his long-awaited appearance in the Middle East for him to then be banned. And some people were saying that it could, as long as Celtic had paid their money 20 million is an absolute drop in the ocean for them, and these debts have to be paid by the 27th. They'll be hoping that he can play. Of course he's going to play. They'll do anything to make some headlines. Anyway, the Celtic Adidas kit is on sale. Have you bought the newer kit? Have you bought it? Tell me in the comments. Also, on that note, it's just a quick one today. I am going to be visiting a few Celtic bars this afternoon. I'm not going to tell you where they are. I'll leave that for another day. And I just want to go up and see what they're like, to be honest. It's bars that I've never been to before. So I want to go up and check them out. So on that note, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. And I shall see you on the next Celtic gossip update. News. Call it whatever you want. Have a great day, Celtic fans, all around the world.
Lit. Roll up to the party, roll up to